Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to dig into something I think every business owner feels deep in their bones: how to stop fighting the same fires day after day and actually turn those frustrations into real, repeatable advantages. Let's jump right in. So, let me just ask you this: does this sound familiar? Are you just exhausted from putting out the same fires, dealing with the same problems over and over and over again? It's that feeling of deja vu, right? Where you know your team's time and energy is just getting drained by issues that should have been solved ages ago. Well, what if I told you there's a way to break that cycle, and not just break it, but profit from it? Seriously, companies that actually tackle these reoccurring problems head on, they've seen revenue increases of nearly 8%. Now, that's not just a little bump, that is some serious growth just waiting for you to unlock it. And if you flip that coin over, the number is even more staggering. We are talking about a potential 76% reduction in net loss. The takeaway here is massive. Solving these daily headaches isn't just about feeling less stressed. It has a huge, measurable impact right on your bottom line. So, the big question is, how do we get there? How do we get those results? Well, that brings us right to our first section: mapping your path to growth. This is all about laying that crucial groundwork for real, lasting change. The main tool in our toolkit for this is something called process mapping. Now, the official definition is right there on your screen, visual documentation of business processes, all that stuff. And that's great, but what does it really mean? It means this: it's about making all those hidden, invisible workflows totally visible. Think about it. Every business runs on these unwritten rules, these little steps people take that aren't in any manual. Process mapping drags all of that out into the daylight so you can finally see what's actually happening under the hood. And this quote just nails the whole philosophy. The goal is to turn recurring pain into repeatable wins. See, this isn't just about drawing a flowchart. It's a fundamental shift in your mindset. You stop being reactive to problems and you start being incredibly, powerfully proactive. Okay, so we get the what and we definitely get the why. Now for the good stuff. Let's move into section 2 and talk about the how, the optimization blueprint. This is your game plan.
But listen, before you even think about drawing a single box or arrow, you need 3 things in place for this to work. First, you need clear objectives. You just can't fix a problem if you don't know what fixed looks like. Second, leverage technology. Come on, the right software can make this so much easier and save you a ton of time. And finally, and this is a big one, cross-functional collaboration. No one person knows everything. You have to get different perspectives in the room to see the whole true picture.
And here it is, a straightforward 6-step plan. You start by identifying a process that's causing pain. Then, you gather info from the people who actually do the work every day. From there, you create the visual map, analyze it to find the logjams, and then implement your better way of doing things. But that last step, monitor, that one's a secret sauce. This isn't a one-and-done project. It's a continuous loop that just keeps making your business stronger. Now, of course, it all sounds great, right? But let's be real, it's not always a perfectly smooth ride. So let's talk about section 3, avoiding common pitfalls. Knowing where the traps are is the best way to not fall into them. Okay, watch out for these 3 big ones. First, the trap of over-detailing. If your map is so complex that you need a PhD to read it, guess what? No one's going to use it. Second, the risk of low engagement. If you don't get the team involved, you won't get their crucial insights, and they won't buy into the changes. And third, the huge danger of set it and forget it. If you treat this like a one-off project, I promise you, those old, inefficient habits will just creep right back in. So you're probably thinking, okay, I've got a dozen processes I could fix. Where do I even start? This simple framework is your best friend. Look for the quick wins. These are the problems that have a high impact on your business, but are actually pretty low effort to fix. Go after those first. You'll build momentum, get everyone on board, and then you can start planning for those bigger, high-effort ones as major projects. All right, we have covered a ton of ground: the what, the why, the how. So let's bring it all home with section 4 and get you ready to go. Your first steps to action. This is what you can do as soon as this is over. Number 1, assemble your team. Get a good mix of people from different departments. 2, schedule some workshops. Give people a safe space to talk about what's actually frustrating them. 3, review your tech. See what tools you already have or what's out there that could help. And 4, commit to reviews. Put it in the calendar, make optimization a regular habit, not just a random project. So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on for your own business. What hidden inefficiency will you uncover first? Because the moment you start looking, you'll be amazed at what you find. That's where the path to real, sustainable growth truly begins. Thanks for hanging out with me today.